What is going on, everybody? It is Saturday morning, and I'll see if we can find ourselves a potential swing trade to take next week for the market open. So, everybody who sees this page right here already knows that this is TradeUI, and they have different tools that we can utilize to help give ourselves a trading edge. What I'm going to do today is walk you through my process for swing trades and what I look for, and let's see if we can find something for the market open this Monday. So when you log in, you can click on that link in the description below. It takes you to TradeUI. And it'll take you to this page right here, which is like their flow setup page. It shows you all the option flow that kind of comes through the day. However, we're going to look on the swing trading side for me, so I'm going to go over to Insiders and see what's going on. So the Insiders page shows you stocks are getting bought and sold by people who work in the company, such as CFOs, CEOs, 10% investors, directors, and various other people. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to buy transactions because I want to see people buying the stock, right? I don't care if you're selling it. For me, I want to see people buying it because that means they're bullish. I'm going to set my date to the 27th of February. That gives me roughly a week to see what's been going on in the stock market. And I'm going to play around my values to see who's buying a lot of stock. And I kind of want to look out for directors, CFOs, CEOs to see what's going on exactly. So I see a lot of 10% owner buying. I see TWLO, the CEO, bought a lot of stock that day. Let's see here. Lazy, MDX. Let's see if we can find a couple options to look at here. All right, okay, so KDP right here. Looks like we have a nice little order there for almost $1 million or 700,000. So let's look at KDP and TWLO. So TWLO. So we had a lot of activity here around the $63 range. A lot of insider buying from several million, from 4.7, 2 million, and 3 million. So this is a really bullish indicator. It looks like it's all the CEO. So he has been loading the boat on this position. And what was the other one? Was it KDP? Yep. So KDP is, looks like we have, okay, this is interesting here. We have 3 different people within the company buying stock around the $35 to $37 range. So a small order right here we're not really worried about. However, we see one for 120,000 and we see one for almost $1 million. This one right here is very, very bullish for me that I see the CEO buying almost $1 million worth of stock. But let's see what the charts look like. So let's go to TWLO. So TWLO, all right, so the year-to-date chart, it's already ran pretty hard recently the past few months with the rallies. So I'm a little hesitant to jump on this train so late to the game because there's a solid support line here at 80 and it could pull back there. So that's something I'm going to be a little more hesitant about, so I'm not necessarily looking to jump in on anything yet for that. What was the other one? KDP? Was that right? Yep, KDP. Oh, wow. So this one's actually a good setup here. So this chart is already on a strong support line right here at the 34. So what I'll do is I'll draw these lines to kind of help illustrate a little bit better for my newer guys. So for my people who don't understand, support lines are zones the stock price likes to go to when people start to buy more. What I mean by that is whenever the stock hits a consistent area in price, people think that's a good deal and they want to buy that stock. Controversially, the same thing happens with resistance lines. People think, oh, this stock's a little bit too overbought for me, so I think I'm going to sell off and take a profit. So that'd be this resistance line right here. You see it hit here, kind of broke through. Around this range, it kind of couldn't decide where to go. Came back here, bounced off, and then it started to reject this line. So what happened is this former support line is now the current resistance line. So that means that everybody thinks $34 is a great deal, and they think $36 might be a little too much. So what that is you can target that $36 mark, and you have what we call a $2 spread to figure out where exactly this price is going to go and give yourself a good range of trading. So let's go to Tastyworks and see what we're looking at here. KDP. All right, so KDP. All right. So looks like I have it set up. So I like to sell short puts when I'm bullish. What I mean is I like to collect that time decay. So I like to see the stock actually either stay the same price or increase in value based off the direction I think it's going to go. To do that, I'm going to give myself a statistical edge and make sure that I'm looking for the best way to collect as much time decay as possible. To do that, you want to make sure that your break-even price is close to your support line. So in this case, the support line is roughly $34.17. It's going to be anywhere from $34 to really $34, $35-ish. And your resistance line is 36. So I want to make sure this break-even line right here is kind of on the lower side of 34. So right now I'm actually selling the $35 put and buying the $33 put. give myself a little bit of time to work with, so I'll do 48 days till expiration. Oh, perfect. So the break-even price for this one is actually $34.25. The max loss, which is $125, isn't that far away from the max profit. So if my new guys out there might be thinking, oh, why do I want to risk $125 to only make $75? Well, you're not risking $125. You can have a stop loss of 10%, and that 10% will be the actual max profit. What I mean by that is you will have to have $125 in your account to trade, but that's because your max loss is $125 doesn't mean you're risking all of that. You can set your stop loss for 10% and then cut out whenever you're down $7.50 on this trade. However, when you do set up like this and you actually collect that theta, what happens when we sell puts, we're collecting theta. We also get to be right, if we're right in the direction, we'll also see an increase in this profit, or we'll see an increase in our current position. That way we can actually get out early. What I mean by that is, say that you're in this trade and then a week passes and the insider buying, they come up with a headline or something that pushes the stock up. If it goes up to 35 on your position here, you could be up 20-30% on that position from collecting the theta and for the increase in stock value, because as long as this little circle right here, which represents the actual strike price, as long as it stays above this break-even line, we'll make money. If it goes this way while this number's going down, as long as it goes this way, we'll make money faster. So a lot of people out there, they just kind of buy calls, so they have to have the actual stock price move up. When we sell puts, we just have to have it stay above this line here. And right now, where the current setup is, we have a lot of insider buying right here. We have a strong support line right here. We might as well give ourselves the maximum statistical edge and execute the trade here to get a maximum profit that we can. This is a really good trade. I'm going to do my best to make sure I get in on this trade at the market open. And this is where I'm going to end it here, guys. So if you want to check out more videos on TradeUI, go ahead and click the link in the description below. It'll take you to TradeUI's homepage. You can sign up, see if the tools are made for you. We also have other YouTube videos that show you the different tools TradeUI has to offer. Highly recommend getting you a tool that gives you an edge, guys, because if you don't have something like this, you're going to be looking at the thousands of stocks that are out there and have no idea how to find one that's a winning setup for you. Because look, guys, we found a trade within a few minutes today. I think this recording's at almost 8 minutes now. I already found my Monday setup, so I'm golden. Now it's time for y'all to find y'all setups too. Guys, y'all take care and have a great Saturday.